Yeah, champion, Brooklyn, spin the yard with me. I got bars too, you heard? I'm a mathematician with the bars, my intros is going hard, my interviews getting bigger, the guests know I'm a star. Always knew that I was real, or was held up by the frauds who didn't believe my vision, I had to prove them wrong. Then I rose up out the mud like concrete in a rose. The difference is I wasn't picked up and taken home. 4 walls in a cot, had to prove if you real or not. Gotta protect yourself with a lock in the sock, coming out the box, that shit apparent. The tarot card said I was destined for blessings in abundance, but my heart I had to protect it, didn't listen. And grandma in my ears steady bitching. I was falling blinded by the lights flashing in my vision. False presentation, money, cars, girls, pagan world. Sick of being broken, hungry nights made me wanna earl. Curled up in a pissy bed, sick of boys rain in the crib, looking for Calvin and Savior bread in the mattresses. Dead upon arrival, I swear with my left hand on the Bible. Mama grabbed that Mossberg and started clapping for our survival. This is the facts, I ain't even capping. Trapping got its cost and I ain't paying for shit to happen. Niggas spin the yard, huh? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Champ, aka Champion Style TV, aka Mr. Spin the Yard. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here again. We're gaining about 20 to 30 of you guys a day, which I'm super grateful for. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for, you know, saying the things you're saying about my raps and, you know, where I came from versus where I am now, and, you know, what other people are doing versus what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But definitely appreciate you guys. If you want to see the full interview of this, make sure you become a member. The link is right there down below. And we're going to get to it. I have 2 very special guests with me here today, all right? I was grateful enough to grace their platform about almost a year ago, I think.
It was maybe May-ish, I think.
Yeah, well, it was last year.
Yeah, so
last year.
Close to a year.
Right, and we went viral.
Yeah, of course.
We went viral with my expert omissions.
Yeah, I forgot which part that is.
That was part 3.
Part 2. Part 3.
No, I thought you said Trey.
Oh, no, it's part 3. Yeah,
part 3, yeah.
That was the first time we had did by ourselves.
Yeah. But if y'all don't know these guys, then you just living under a rock, all right? These brothers have continued to set a standard going above and beyond in the podcast world, music, sports. They outside every day. It's hard to miss these brothers because they in every event, getting booked for all kind of shows and hosts and stuff like that. And they really ignite my fire to do the shit that I need to do. That's why I started my own platform watching these brothers right here. Everybody give it up for Hynaken and Esso of Back.
At least somebody says my name right, because they always be like Esco. That shit gets.
Why they do that?
It gotta be because of Nas or dyslexia. Everybody says
it's clearly spelled E-S-S-O, dollar sign.
But niggas just don't know how to read properly, or pronounce properly.
Right. Enunciate.
Unless it's some weed strain. All of a sudden, they know how to say all the weed strains proper. Think about that for a moment.
You know what's crazy? I see on the on certain YouTube pages, they call it like the dark side of YouTube or whatever, the 30 section.
And 30 section.
Yeah, and shout out to China Brim, but he's like notorious for mispronouncing words all day. Like,
is that his thing now, or?
I think he's really like doing that intentionally. Like
That's
really
brilliant.
can't enunciate.
See, that I'm not mad at. That's brilliant.
Right.
It'll gain traction. It'll piss people off, and you're invoking emotions to get them to keep coming back. That's cap then. What you mean?
110% cap.
That's cap then, because that means that you're doing it on purpose. I mean, it's like that's not all. For me, doing something on purpose to invoke something, that's cap. I mean, but that's a lot of TV shows and they cap. Yeah, I mean, it's no different than when Flex is bringing a song back and he knows it pisses the people off, and what do? They talk about it just to listen to it so he can do it again.
That's a fact. It's a carrot in front of the
people will sit around and be like, that's whack. And they still go back. But they still go back. But people will still be like, that's whack. Yeah, and they still go back. If the result I'm not doing whack shit to make people come back. I mean, I that's you. But if he's gaining ratings for doing that,
and he's under the pressure to maintain ratings, he's gonna do the bullshit.
Thank God I'm under no pressure, and thank God I can just be me.
And you know what? I'm glad you started off like that, Esso, because first thing I want to talk about is the authenticity in social media, podcasting. I feel like a lot of times cats are just taking on whatever guests or talking about anything that's trending in order just to get the views, the comments, and the likes up. There's really no authenticity with every platform. I see it with you guys, obviously, keeping it a buck and really saying your honest opinion on things. But why do you think that is, as far as at this moment in time where we at, while people are doing that?
You want to go first?
People see the success it is, and they're like, I'm gonna follow this blueprint and go for it. To be yourself, good luck with that one. People don't got the patience, they don't believe in themselves, and legitimately, they don't have fun. We legitimately be having fun in these conversations, and that's the difference. They're under pressure. I done seen people have their whole talking points on how they're gonna talk to the guests. So when Champ says, I'm from Brooklyn, they'll have the question laid out. So Champ, how does it feel coming from Brooklyn when you were, and it's all written out, and I'm like, that ain't fun.
That's corny.
And people don't know how to have fun. They're afraid of being criticized and ridiculed, because sometimes whoever you are on that camera is not going to be 100%,
That's the number one. That's the number one thing. Niggas don't want that pressure.
There you go.
Right. Because you got to keep up with that.
It ain't even keeping
it's
up.
not keeping up with it.
Nigga walking the street, nigga.
Yeah, niggas, you know what it is.
Pressure. Yeah. Like niggas know. That's why when niggas see me, niggas be like, I can't believe that these niggas is outside so much when they really say their real opinion. And niggas be mad.
Right.
Niggas is really mad because I don't agree with them.
Right.
Or I might think that they shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, people say my shit is trash. I don't fucking care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But taking that pressure, like me and Shice Bub's talking. Shice Bub known me since I was 13 years old. And he said the difference between you and everybody else is you say your shit with conviction. You have an opinion and you're not you're not sugarcoating or sidestepping opinion. You're telling motherfuckers like, yo, this is what the fuck I think. Whether you like it or not.
And this is the new rap game now.
Let me say something in connection with that. So I seen y'all interview with Wack 100. I watched it a few times actually, because there was so much shit in there that needed to be unpacked. So one of the things I seen was how this music streams are not where they used to be because podcasting is the new streaming. What do y'all think about that though? That's what I want to know. I feel like people watch podcasting more than listening to music.
What it is music comes out in a small sample size. It's 3 songs. So I think what Wack was saying is, because a podcast can be 40 minutes to 2 hours, people are listening to that longer, but a person might listen to, let's say, 13 songs. That still doesn't add up to listening to 1 episode of Bagfield. That's where I think he was saying the appetite for music is never going to go down. It's how people want to find it and discover it.
But that's not what he's saying. He's saying when you're watching a podcast, you're decreasing the time of when people go look for the music. Because people are listening to podcasts in their cars, when they're on the plane. Even like you always tell me, Inspector Deck says to us, yo, I put y'all shit on. What does he do? Then he goes back to
watch later.
He puts our shit on watch later.
So he doesn't forget.
So he doesn't forget. So when he gets downtime, I interrupted you. So when he gets downtime, he gets to go to the watch later and catch us then.
But why don't you agree? You say you don't agree with that.
With what?
That podcasting is overdoing music right now.
Because music is just trash. That's all it is.
Music is not. Hold on. Music ain't just trash, man. What percentage of music is trash? Because there's some dope shit out right now.
95% of it
95%
is trash. You're gonna catch 1 or 2 good songs. Ain't no artist breaking. The old niggas is doing. It's only 1 old nigga out here.
Jim.
That's it.
Jones.
It's only one old nigga out here that if he walks in here, niggas want to hear him rap, see him perform. You can put him on the show with the young niggas. Yep. That's only Jimmy.
He's the only nigga I've ever seen get away with a salt and pepper beard, and it's okay. In hip hop,
he's older than some of the rappers that are behind him that are old niggas rapping.
Yeah, and they not even relevant no more.
That's an ill nigga to pull that off.
But he got the game. I'ma say to Jimmy what he said to me. He said, "Yo, I fucked the podcast game up personally." He said, "You, not nobody else. It wasn't all these other niggas." He said, "You." I said, "Why the fuck would you say that?"
Yeah.
He said, "Because you made other niggas think anybody they could do it." He said, before you, you had to be a rapper. You had to be Nori. You had to be a battle rapper, a Math. You had to be a Joe Button. You had to be a Kenny Wallow. These niggas had fan bases that was transitioning. He said, you came out of nowhere, fucking music manager giving information that make, everybody, I can do this shit. Fire up a camera, nigga. Right? So when you got Jim Jones, I'm going to reverse it. You got Jim Jones running around, still in fashion.
Right. Yeah. He's setting trends.
Still in style. Now he's getting the credit for trends that people didn't even know he was a part of.
Right.
Because when he was doing it, there was no social media.
Right.
So now these trends are still current. They like Jim Jones was doing this when 20 years ago.
Right.
Bang. Who fucks with the young niggas? He said the only old nigga he fuck with is me. He said, ain't no other old niggas I fuck with. Me and you is the only two old niggas. Alright? Everybody else is young.
He said that out.
He said that out loud, but he said we the only two old niggas. Everybody else gotta be younger. Okay? Because he's in the way he speaks their language. They respect him.
And I think where Jimmy wins, he don't talk to the younger generation like they kids.
Talking down to them.
Yeah. Like he speaks to them as peers, not because he wants to be a child. He's like, you're a grown human too, and I'm gonna give you that respect.
He enjoys them like they're little, he enjoys them like they're younger brothers and younger sisters. That's how I look like, that he enjoys them, and because of that, he got the vibes.
Yeah, he don't undermine young people.
So he's the only one, but he got motherfuckers fucked up.
What you mean?
Because these other old motherfuckers think that they can do that. Well, he got them fucked. Yo, bro, he got them fucked up.
Here's the problem. Once one person does it, everyone else.
But it don't be working.
No.
I'm sorry.
I know you're right. No. You're right. But you have to. How many dudes right now who are not in the NBA who think they can play basketball after 40? Even dudes on the streets because they're watching LeBron.
I mean, look at what Ice Cube did. He started a whole motherfucking league with that shit.
You know what I mean? And now other people are trying.
Right.
Like, Esso's not wrong. It's just, Jimmy is just an anomaly, but he's opening the door now for other rappers to do it.
No, he's not. He's opening the door for them to think they can. But he's opening the door for them to do it. He's opening the door for them to think, he can do it, I can do it. No, you cannot.
When we do interviews, right? Yeah. In different cities, every city says hip-hop originated in New York.
That's a fact.
Now it's all over, right? I'm gonna spin it back to his example. When these other rappers from other towns was trying to emulate it, they're like, no, you're not New York, you can't do that. But eventually, they saw it enough to say,
they conform.
They can get close to it. Esso's not wrong. These niggas can't do it, but it's going to happen where 10 of them are gonna get it right.
No, because look at the span of time that went past in hip hop, right? That Jim is where he is right now because he put mad work in, right? He's a super marketing person.
And he never stopped.
He never stopped, right.
Yeah, you're right. Niggas was laughing and thinking he's over. He kept going.
He kept going. Now, one of the things I'm going to say, right, is that during his wave, even unwave, right, when he wasn't really relevant like that, he was still outside. He was at every event. He was going to smoke shops. He was sponsoring shit, advertising, and he was still rapping. He always dropped something every year. Every couple months, he dropped some shit, right? Now, when you look in that pocket of time, besides big artists like the Drakes and the Kendricks and stuff like that, somebody from the core of New York, right? There were no other rappers his age doing anything.
average?
They weren't doing shit.
It's not because he's rapping. You know what, Jim Jones?
No, because he's making sure he's seen.
You know what Jim Jones is this? Jim Jones is the type of nigga that people didn't know he had it, right? Now with this camera age, something happens when that camera comes on and Jim Jones' face is on it.
Right.
Something magical. He's entertaining. People want to hear what he has to say. He's inspiring niggas at the same time. He's giving you advice. He's shouting out to the young niggas.
He's unpredictable.
He's beefing with niggas.
Because you never know if he's gonna be happy, smiling on camera, or he gonna be like,
he has a deadpan expression.
Yes,
you don't know if he's gonna be mad, but whatever happens when that camera came on. See, Jimmy was out before the camera age.
That's a fact.
See, these old niggas can't caress the camera. Pause.
Niggas spin the yard, huh?